What's up? Tag somebody. I prefer you tag a man. Week 2, we talking about staying committed. Let me know who you are when you come in. I'll try to recognize you. If I don't, charge it to my head and not my heart. Tag somebody. Get a man here. We talking about week 2. Yeah. Week 1, we talked about staying committed. Yeah. We learned that uncommitted people become unfulfilled people. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about 6 effective ways for to stay committed. Define your goals. Yeah, know what you want to do in life. Be committed to find ways to stay motivated. Make an action plan. Don't give in to negativity. Get support from the right people. Yeah, discipline yourself with good habits. Yeah. So tag somebody. But we're gonna be talking to the men this week. Talking about committed men. Committed men. Committed. We're gonna be talking about committed men on week 2. Tag a man, get him in here. I'm gonna help him this week. You can get some women in here too, but get the men in here. I'm gonna help the men this week. We talking about a committed man. Yeah. Commitment is when we consistently apply the right attitude, actions, and attention to achieve a desire, dream, goal, or purpose. Yeah. That's what commitment is, right? We're talking about the men this week. I'm getting ready to help you. Week 2. 6 commitments men should keep. 6 commitments. Watch this. First, you got to commit to prayer. That ain't even be part of the list. That should be your everyday routine. That don't even have to be a part of your list. That should be no discussion. Yeah, you need to commit to prayer. Yeah, you need to commit to prayer, right? Talking to God. Talking about a committed man, right? Number 1, commit to portraying your family in a positive light. Yeah, you portray your family in a positive light. Don't be delusional about the truth. Yeah, a real man not gonna be delusional about stuff that's going on in his family. He gonna stand on what's right and hold himself accountable and hold his family accountable. Yeah, he just not gonna allow anything to go on in his family. He not gonna play crazy, because a committed man gonna want to see his family in the best position. Yeah, we're gonna run through it. Watch this. Number 2, a committed man, he's speaking we. Yeah, I'm getting ready to help you. A committed man speaks in we. Kelly used to all say that a lot, but we. It's not no I. You got to get that through your head. We. I'm talking about the married people. You married and you committed. You gave vows before your family and them no good friends. I'm talking about that, right? It's no longer I, it's we. It's no longer your money, my money. Nah, it's our money. We not having no separate bank account. We not doing all that, because a committed man gonna make sure that you on one accord. You can't be we if you're not on one accord. It's very important that you get that through your head. It's not just about me. It's about both of us. That's what a committed man do. He makes sure it's we. Not I, not you. It's we. We gonna serve God. We gonna do better. We know it's ours. There's no I when you married. Talking about the married man. Number 3, a committed man meets needs. Yeah. Yep. A committed man, he meets needs. Watch this. If you're trying to find a way to make your partner more committed, Do your job at meeting her needs. Yeah. You want commitment? Meet each other's needs. Now I'm not talking about that crazy stuff because needs and wants is two different things. Let's just put that out there. You want that. You don't need that. Yeah, you know, you want that. That ain't got nothing to do with your needs. Be committed to, you know, taking care of the needs. You want that. You don't need that Louis Vuitton purse. Go get a Coach. You might need a purse, but you don't need that one. Be committed to needs. Knowing your family, know your wife, know when she stressed out, or knowing, when she need a break, or knowing when she need help. Be committed to meeting needs. Yeah. Number 4. A committed man has to be satisfied. Committed man has to be satisfied, right? Watch this, because if you're not satisfied, you won't be committed. Yep. If you're not satisfied with especially with your mate, you'll never be committed to her. I'm telling you a true story. I'm telling you something. If you're not satisfied, you can never be committed. In order for you to commit to a woman, you have to be satisfied. Right? You have to be satisfied. That's why most men they not stable. They get a baby, boom, they gone. You go over here, you got another baby mama, you gone. Because you're not satisfied. You're not trying to figure out how to stay satisfied. Right? You got to be committed so to one woman satisfies you. The Bible says he that findeth a wife, that's one wife. And it's your wife duty to make sure that you satisfied. Now you ain't got to go down the street. Now you ain't got to go to your ex. Right? Now you ain't got to look at pornography and all the other kind of stuff. You have to be satisfied. No man, if you're not satisfied, you won't stay committed, because you're going to go try to find somebody else to satisfy you. I don't care how saved you think you are. I don't care how much you pray. I don't care none of that. If you're not satisfied, you're going down the street to Boogaloo or Little Mermaid. You have to make sure you're satisfied. Watch this. 1 Timothy 5:8 said, but if anyone, I missed that. I got to go back to number 3. Hold up. I'm moving too fast. Watch this. A committed man meets needs. Look what the Bible says in 1 Timothy 5:8. But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, especially for the members of his household, he has denied the faith, is worse than an unbeliever. Yeah, let me say that again. I had to go back to number 3 because I missed the point. 1 Timothy 5:8. But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for the members of his household, he has denied the faith, is worse than an unbeliever. Yeah, you got to be committed to providing. Yeah, you got to go out there and make it happen. Telling you got to be committed to making sure your family's straight. You got to be committed to making sure your family prospers. You are the head. A man that don't work, don't eat. Why are you laying on the couch while that woman going to work? Why are you dropping her off so you can ride the streets? No, you got to be committed to keeping a job. You keep a job. Stay on the job. The reason why you can't keep a job because you can't submit to authority. You don't want nobody telling you that. You think you grown. I used to be like that. I'm not here to beat you up because I've been there. And it didn't get me nowhere. Yeah, you go get you a job and stay on that job. Show them people you can be trustworthy. Show up on time every day. You just starting and you want $40, $50. No, you got to work yourself. When I started in the plants, I started at $12. So I don't get caught up with people. Nah, because you don't know, I've been doing this 7, 18 years. Yeah, so, stay committed and doing something. So you can provide for your family, so you can leave a legacy for your child. Your kids ain't gonna never have nothing if you just quitting every job. You're getting fired because you're not showing up. You done stayed all out last night drunk with your friends at the pool hall. You coming in late, can't get to work on time. Your boss done told you that was your last strike. Now you gotta go home, sit at home for 2-3 more weeks. Now that lady mad. And once a lady mad, she ain't got no money, you in trouble. You stay committed to that job, right? Be committed to that job. Let me go back to number 4. You have to be satisfied. We talked about that. There's no ifs and buts about it. That's just a desire that every man have. You have to be satisfied. That's why I don't play sex games. Married people shouldn't play sex games because they're dangerous. What you do is you setting yourself up for the enemy to come in. I gotta say that for next week for the women, the one that like to play sex game and think it's a game. Why in the world you want to play games that see your man out there in the world that's hungry? Anybody that leave their house hungry, they go stop and get something to eat. So married people, that's for week 3. Don't play sex game. Be committed to being satisfied. Yeah, to one woman. Now, I'm not talking about the other stuff. You serve God, get you a wife, and be committed to be satisfied. Now, if you ain't married, I'm not talking to you. You need to know who God is, and 2, you need to get married. I'm not telling you go get satisfied. You ain't married because that's shacking up. I never tell you to do something that's would go against God. No, I'm talking about the committed men that's walking with God, that's married. I'll do another one on single men, but right now I'm talking to men that have family, that want something in life. Yeah, be committed to that. All right, number 4, watch this. No, number 5. No, I gotta go back. Yeah, be committed. Watch this. And as a man, you need to be committed to solving problems in your family. Yeah, you need to be committed to that. Yeah. Listen what I'm telling you. You need to be committed to solving problems. You don't let problems linger over. You don't do that. You committed to solving problems in your family. You be committed to solving problems, outside your friends and your family in the workplace. A man is committed to solving problems. He don't get caught up in mess. He don't get caught up in gossip and chap stuff and that stuff. That stuff get you killed. Yeah, that stuff get you sent to prison. As a man, you be committed to doing the right thing, right? You should want to see change. You should want to see people do good. Watch this, Galatians 6:1-5. Watch this. It said, brothers, if someone is caught in sin, you who are spiritual. That's why I'm talking to the people that's in church that say they believe God. I'm not talking to the ones that you still doing your thing. I'm gonna get to you later. Galatians 6:1-5 said, brothers, if someone is caught in sin, you who are spiritual should restore him gently. If you ain't spiritual, you can't restore nobody. Nah, ain't nobody gonna listen to you. So as a man, you need to be committed to that, having God first. I'm gonna say this, watch this. If you won't submit to God, you'll never submit to a woman. I'll say that for another week. Yeah. If you don't submit to God, you'll never submit to a woman. I don't care how hard you try. Listen what I'm telling you. If you feel like you just so big and bad, you're not gonna put God at the head of your life, you'll never be able to keep a woman. You watch what I tell you. You have to submit to God first, right? You have to be committed to that. That's have to be number 1. You can't get a woman, do your thing, then try to go back to God. It don't work like that. Yeah, you have to be committed to God first, right? Because you don't want to leave no room for the enemy to come in. That's why, when married people, when people that get married and they say they Christians and stuff like that, and then you see they end up getting a divorce, I can almost guarantee you most of the time one of them stepped away from God. Yeah. I'm getting ready to go. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that get married and they serve God And now they talk about they want to get divorced. I can almost guarantee you, I'll put my check on it. One of them stepped away from God. Yeah. Yeah, because God is not the author of divorce. It's biblical. It's only certain things you can get a divorce. So people that get divorced for anything, yeah, because you done stepped away from God. You done done something you ain't had no business. That's why God need to be the head of your life. Not saying your marriage is going to be perfect. I'm not saying that. But people, I'm telling you, go do your research. Most people that get divorces that say they love God and they save, somebody stepped away from God. It was the man or the woman. Yeah, they got a little way. This stuff got out of hand. They got them a little boo on the job. They done start shacking up. And that's why they getting divorced. Because God don't do divorce. Yeah. You need God first. I don't care how hard you try. You need God. Get somebody somewhere and serve God. Be committed to solving problems. Right? You can't do that if you're not spiritual. Put yourself in position to be able to solve problems and see people better. You know, you should want to have that type of influence to solve problems. Last night, I was on my way home. I got a call. Somebody said that I got a good opportunity for you with Judge Jeff Johnson. I went and talked to him, sit down. He getting ready to start something, a nonprofit, right? That he gonna need people like me. Because I've been through the slum. And he gonna need people like me to help him what he got going on. And I'm fine with that. I have no problem with doing that. And also, I want something from him. I want the influence he got. Yeah. I want the influence that's on his life. You know why I want the influence? It's not about getting no women. I want the influence to tell when I walk in the courtroom and one of y'all sons or daughters have done something crazy, and I go talk to one of them judges and say, that's really a good kid. Give him a second chance. And they say, Carson, because you said it, I'm going to give him a chance. That's what I'm talking about. Be committed for change. Yeah. That stupid stuff, you leave that where it's at. Put yourself in position where you commit to solving problems. The world got enough people that's doing stupid stuff. They fool with that. They don't need no more crash dummies. Yeah. Put yourself in position to make change. Watch this. Oh, that's week 3. Oh, let me go back to being satisfied. Watch this. 1 Corinthians 7:2. But in order to avoid sexual sins, each man should have his own wife. Each woman should have her own husband. Yep. Let me say that again, because I only talk about what the Bible says. I don't make nothing up. I'm just telling you what the Bible said. The quicker you learn this, the quicker you'll be better in life. 1 Corinthians 7:2, but in order to avoid, listen what I'm telling you. See, a lot of stuff in the Bible that y'all don't know because you don't read it. But in order to avoid sexual sins, each man should have his own wife, and each woman should have her own husband. You should be committed to that one woman. And it's up to y'all to make sure y'all stay together. That's why I said married people shouldn't play sex game, because that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. You treading on what you talking about? No, we married. You ain't no. Okay. I guarantee the enemy gonna slip in, and you gonna regret it. Yeah. Don't be committed to that one woman. Let me tell you men that's not married yet, and you want to get married. You probably date somebody. Don't marry nobody if you don't agree with everything she's doing now. And I'll talk to the women next week. Don't marry somebody if you don't like something that she's doing right now. Why in the world you gonna go marry somebody and you knowing you don't really like she too big or she talk too much? I mean, all that can change. But what I'm saying is, before you put yourself in that position, make sure you happy, make sure your woman attractive, and make sure you can deal with that for the rest of your life. A lot of y'all going here jumping in relationship, you really not happy about everything about that woman. You done got your feelings involved. Now you engage, you propose, and your marriage don't last 6 months. No, no. Make sure you know what you want. Every man know what he want. Every man want an attractive woman. I get it. Don't nobody want to wake up to no ugly woman. But make sure that's where she at before you marry her. Y'all need to get all that straight before y'all say I do. So she can know. Hey, listen, you knew this before I married you. I told you, I love you. But listen, you wasn't that big when I met you. I need you to work out. Nah, I don't have nothing against big women. But what I'm saying is, make sure your woman is who she are when you marry her. You gonna cheat on her? If you gonna cheat on her, don't just because you had a kid, that don't mean you gotta marry her. You just had one nice day. But now you feel like you obligated to go marry that woman. No, you really don't want to be with her. Don't put yourself in that position. I'm trying to help you. I don't care if you like. I'm telling you the truth. Watch this. Let me go to number 5. Committed man is disinterested in pursuing others. Yeah, let me say it again. A committed man, he really don't care about other people. I'm not saying that he not gonna say other women is attractive, because you always gonna see a nice woman time to time. But your commitment to your wife not gonna allow you to break your covenant or your vows or step out of line. I don't care how good that woman look. I don't care how pretty she is. If you committed to that, yeah, you're not gonna worry about going after somebody else. Yeah, and listen, and if to you men, let me tell you something. Just going out here and you destroying your homes, cause you just crashing out. If a woman know you married, and she still sleep with you, and you leave your wife, you deserve to be by yourself the rest of your life. Why in the world? If a woman know you married, that should let you know right there, she don't care about herself. She don't have no standards. And you'll fall in love and leave that woman you've been building with for somebody knew you had a family. I'm gonna lead. I gotta go. Watch this. Number 6. I'm stepping on their toes. Number 6. What number 6 at? Where I'm at. There we go. A committed man makes sacrifices. Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. A committed man makes sacrifices. And one thing about a committed man, when you make sacrifices, you don't expect no favors in return. Don't no real man do that. That ain't no sacrifice if you got to do something for a woman and expect her to do something in return. Nah, you stand on making sure what's right, man. I don't know all the answers in the world, but I'm telling you, I know the stuff that do work. I can almost guarantee you, if you strive to be committed, you'll have less problems. You're gonna have some bumps in the road. Don't get me wrong. You ain't gonna be perfect. You're gonna bump heads a lot. But through it all, you have to stay committed. Because watch this. If you got God first, listen, God should be so important in your life that you should be concerned about how he feels when you make bad decisions. Yeah, so some men don't care how God feel about them. They'll go out there and do it. They don't care how God feel about the decisions they make. Because you can't control what's between your legs. Don't go, listen, if you know you can't be committed to a woman, don't play games like that. Yeah, I mean, don't play games like that. It's 2023. You grown people, I don't believe in people playing games. You lay it all out on the line, so nobody have no surprises. Listen, this is what it is. This is what I want. You put it all out there. The world would be a better place if people just put it all on. Don't play games like that. If you don't like somebody, don't drag nobody on because they got something. You ain't got a job. You ain't got nowhere to stay. You know you don't want that girl. but you ain't got no money, you ain't got no car, you ain't got nowhere to stay. So she's single, and you'll go act like you want to be with that girl, but as soon as you get on your feet, you gone. Karma gonna eat you up. You believe what you want to believe. What I'm telling you, man, don't play games like that, because when you play games, it causes problems. Be committed to, do what's right, right? And once you get married, it's only certain things you can get a divorce from. Now, if you go get a divorce just because you don't like it, you got to deal with God on that. I ain't got time to go into all the reasons, but it's biblical that when you get married, it's only certain reasons you're supposed to get a divorce. So you got to be committed to figuring that thing out. That's why the Bible said when you say your vows, I love you for better or for worse. They telling you it's going to be good days and bad days. Yeah. That's why he said, I will rejoice in the Lord. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. And how many of you have bad days? How many of you have good days? But it never did tell you don't rejoice when the bad days come. It never said anything about rejoicing when the good days come. It said this is the day that the Lord has made. Yeah, you got to be committed to doing what's right, man. I just want to encourage the men. Listen, it's 2023. Get you a woman you commit to and sit down somewhere. All right? If we're going to change the narrative with these young men, they have to see strong men. That's why the world's so feminine. The world feminine. Church is full of women, no men. Only people recruiting men is the Islam, the Muslims. Them the ones that run around wearing suits, and they going after men. You don't see them going after women. When you see Muslims, it's men. The men is the face of their religion. Islam, listen what I'm telling you. Islam is the fastest growing religion in America today. I don't know what they're doing, but Islam is the fastest growing religion in America. And they said by the time 2025, they will be to pass every religion up the way they witnessing. Why? Because they have men. They have men going out there making a difference. Yeah, that's what they doing. Ain't no women leading. They got men, the men is leading them. Farrakhan them leading men. Yeah, you say what you want to say. They believe what they belong to, but they recruiting men. So what I'm saying is, if you're gonna be a Christian, stand on what's right. It's too late in the game to try to do stuff that's wrong. I'm too old for that. I ain't got time to start over. Yeah, I'd rather be single the rest of my life. I don't have time for that. That's why I don't play certain games. When you start playing certain games, and that's why stuff happens, man. That's why you got to be upfront. Listen, I don't like that. Be committed to being happy. Be committed to taking care of your family, man. Let me run through them and I'm gone. Watch this. Commit to portraying your family in a positive light. You got so many men out there that's portraying, knowing your family jacked up, knowing they ain't right. But you'll go out there and put on a show acting like everything good. You lying, knowing you need help raising them bad kids. Knowing you and your wife been fighting 6 days a week. You got a man, Shimona, nah, man, something ain't right. I need to get this fixed. Number 2, man, it's we. It ain't no I. Your money, my money, your bank account. No, You together. When you get married, you become as one. Husband and wives become as one, right? A man is the head of their house. A man is supposed to submit to God, and his wife submit to him, and his family submit to him. I read something. They said that if a man make a decision in his house to like go to church or something like that, they said 80% of the time his family gonna follow him. But if a woman make that decision, it's only like 30%. So that lets you know that men are needed in the house. You be committed to growing your house. Be committed. I'm telling you, man, there's something about being committed. Being committed to providing. You know, meet needs. Meet needs. Make sure your family's straight, man. Make sure they're straight. Before I leave this earth, I'm going to make sure I'm debt free so in money won't inherit no debt. Yeah, I guarantee that before I leave this earth, I'm going to make sure that she's in the best position, that she has some of the greatest opportunities starting off. She won't have to fight so hard. Yeah, she won't have to fight so hard. I'm almost there. So what I'm saying is you be committed to that. Yeah, you be committed to that. It's okay, you messed up. We all messed up. But be committed to stay consistent and get it right. Yeah. Watch this. Number 4. You have to be satisfied. It's no way around it. If you don't get satisfied, you're gonna end up going to get old girl down the street pregnant. Yeah, that's just life. You have to be satisfied. You have to be satisfied in your house. Because anybody that leave their house hungry, the first thing they see where they can stop and get something to eat, they gonna get something to eat. But that's for women and men, because women feel like, oh, you playing, don't play games like that. You marry, you don't play sex games. The Bible talk about that too. We'll talk about it next week. Nah, you mad. Okay, you gonna pay for it too. Keep thinking you don't want to get that man nothing. Somebody gonna give it to him. And that both of y'all gonna be in wrong. Watch this. A committed man is disinterested in pursuing others. Yeah, you ain't going after other women, man. They might look good. They got some nice women on Instagram. Don't get me wrong, but you never put yourself in a position where you're gonna sacrifice everything you done built to go after somebody else that probably ain't just dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah. You don't put yourself in that position. If you don't, if you don't like the woman, don't matter what. Listen, a woman will always mirror her man intelligence. Yeah. A woman will always mirror the intelligence that her man have. If you're a dumb man that don't have no sense, you're going to have a dumb woman. Yeah. I don't care how you try. If you don't have no sense, you don't got no intelligence, you're going to have a dumb woman, because a man going to mirror a man intelligent. But if you stand on business, you stand on principles, they're going to be able to see it in your woman. Because y'all not going to work out together. She not going to be way up here and you way down here stupid. She going to get burnt out because she waiting to know. So what I'm saying is, when you can tell what woman, that's why you go to some places, like, man, oh yeah, she for him. Because the way they walking together, they know she about business, right? She gonna mirror your intelligence. I don't care. I don't lose. Killing my wife, pretty. I can care less about somebody talking to her, cause I know they ain't nobody. I don't care about that. I don't do what you want to do, big dog. You ain't. Listen, if you win her at this point, you can have her. If a man come and he win her, I ain't fighting, big dog. You can have her. But what I'm saying is, I don't stress about nothing like that, because I know who she are. Yeah, the reason why you stressing because that woman cheating on you, because you play too much. You childish. You don't stand on business. Instead of you trying to figure something out, you ready to go down the street, smoke with your homeboys, or play video games, or stay out all night. You don't think that somebody gonna come. But if you're a man of business and a man of integrity, you ain't got to worry about that type of stuff. Because one thing about a woman, she want a man that's, stable and secure. It can make her feel safe. She's not going to trade that for no crash dummy. I'm trying to help you out. Go get some sense in your head. And quit thinking, no, everything ain't sweet. Stay committed to doing what's right. Life is so much better when a man stand on what's right. Now you want to go upside the girl's head because she done cheated on you. Nah, because you stupid. Some of you deserve it. You stupid. Well, I'll be back next week for the women. Yeah. Now you want to go upside her head because somebody done slid on her DM. But you been playing games. She been telling you childish. You need to grow up. You need to know. Now somebody else the slid in the DM. You want to kill him. Yeah. You'll kill that man. That's mess with that. If you find, don't let you find out they done slept together. Oh, yeah, you gonna want to kill that nigga. You gonna want to blow his brains out. But don't put yourself in that position, right? You should be able to put yourself to a place where you stand on business, you about your business, you know, you love your kids, right? You love God. That's what women are after. That's why most women, it's sad to say, I'm gone. Most black women will not get married. For one, black men die at a rate that's crazy. For two, they go into prison. And for three, they don't have no fathers in the house. I feel sorry for Imani generation. I feel sorry. And it's sad to say that most women will never get proposed to or married. So what I'm saying is, man, we might not make the biggest difference in the world, but you can start. And I hope I encourage some man, right, to stay committed. Stay committed, right? Figure it out. It's not going to be perfect. Figure it out, but stay committed to doing the right thing. Because listen to what I'm telling you, I'm gone. Yeah, you get grace for sin. Yeah, God gives all us grace. You can go out there, sleep with who you want. You can do all that. It got grace for that. But I can guarantee you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. You can go do it. Yeah, it's grace for everything that we do. It's grace for it. But everything that's contrary to the word of God, you're going to pay for it. I don't know how you're going to pay for it, but you can bet your life savings on it. You're going to pay for it. So you go have your fun, do what you want to do. Man, that's cool in the game. But listen what I'm telling you, man. You're going to pay for it. Don't put yourself in that position where you got to pay for it. I hope I said something to bless somebody. If I said anything, I want you to sow a seed, be a blessing to the ministry. Thank everybody that's on. Listen, if you need prayer, if you want prayer, someone you can hit that text pray SB to 55498 and somebody will connect with you. Thank everybody for week 2. Make sure you're back here. We talk about committed women in week 3. Till next week. Peace.